we'll wait as we wait for others to come in. Um, waiting. I just thought today let me do a live for Eve Behold because um, I haven't done a live for Eve Behold, and today I have my notes with me. So I'm gonna keep on looking down and looking at my notes and say the things that I believe God has asked me to do. Be obedient to the word that the Lord has asked me to do. Um, so I'm still waiting. Let's give it 2 minutes. And even if there's no one yet, I will just start in 2 minutes. So right now it's what? 12:39. At 12:41 we will speak. Let's see. Okay, I am live today. I'm so excited to be here. At 12:41 we will start. But thank you. Titi, thank you. Thank you. Okay. Um, okay. It is 12:41. Let's start our message. Welcome to Righteous Living Podcast. I am so excited to be here. I am your host, Kulu. Today we are doing a live message about Eve Behold, right? So if Behold, if you don't know and it's your first time on this channel, if Behold is a message that the Lord has given me for women. So um, if Behold is actually a program that I'm doing for women. So if you need counseling, if you need therapy, you can connect with me. You can send me a comment. You can send me an email. I would put them on my description. You can ask for me to um, counsel you, to do therapy with you. But again, um, to make sure that I put, okay, I just needed to do something quickly on my phone, um, to just make sure, I'm sorry, excuse me, let me do this. Okay, so if Behold is a program that I already started for women. It's a program where I help women to learn, to grow, to change, to transform to who God has created them to be. Um, one of the points that I do is to help them to grow spiritually, but to again to heal them soul, mind, body, and to connect with the Lord. And then again, for those who have already grown and who are now um, working with the Lord and they are in that process of growing, I help them to discover their purpose. So mostly, and it's for single women, I help them to make sure that they are able to live out the fullness of God, like what God has created them to live here on earth while they're still waiting for their boys. I help them to prepare for their boys. I help them to work on themselves while they wait for their boys. So it's a program that I do. If you like to um, a session, send me an email. I will give my details on the description below when I'm done with this live. But yes, if Behold, I am helping women to grow, to learn, to change, to transform to who God has created them to be. So last week I did a recording about what is a woman's mandate. So the woman's mandate is entitled to, for those of you who are new on this channel, I would like for you to go back to um, my channel, I would put all the description. You just need to go back to the beginning. You just need to follow with this because the message that I'm teaching, I know for sure that many women would just want to fight me on this. I know that I'm creating a fight. I know that they would want to argue with me, but I say to you guys, argue with me until you get the truth. But don't leave this channel until this series, this season actually is done. So if you are going to tune in today and next week you don't tune in, you're going to be left out. You're going to always be being left with gaps in what I'm going to be talking about because I am talking about the mandate. I am saying to us women, we have left our post. God is been asking and pleading with his daughters that we must go back to the post, to who he created us to be. We were created to be an answer to Adam. We were created to be women that are supposed to help Adam. Both men and women together, they complete the mission of God. They complete the image that God wanted here on earth. We don't compete against each other like we don't compare against each other. No, we complement each other. We complement each other so both of us we can do what we supposed to do as women and men to do as a man. So in that in all of that I said, today we are talking about what is not our post. Like I said, the last recording I was talking about what is our post, which is in Titus 2, 3, actually 4 to 5. So what is not our post is us taking on the men's jobs. Like it's us taking on what God has gave to men to do. So there are in us being women and men being men, God gave us a position. So we are helpers. And that's why the last again I had one of my amazing message I would believe because I was saying to us, let's review with helper. Like it or you know you don't. You are a helper if you are a woman, and God created you to be a helper, and that is a great position. In my message, I'm explaining to us all that it is a great position that God gave us as women. So we are a helper. But today, I am saying to us, we are not supposed to take men's position in order for us to do what God has called us to do. Because while we're taking on men's position, our positions are left out. And that means our position are left empty. And that means when our position is left empty, there will be disaster, there will be chaos that will happen because in that position, in that post, if you're supposed to be a watchman and you move from your post as a watchman, that means the whole the, the country, the place, whatever that you were watching, you were being a watchman for, it will be exposed to danger. It will be exposed to trouble. It will be exposed. So as women, we are helpers. So if we move from our post of being the keeper of our house, which is Titus 2 mandate, if we move from that post, then we're leaving that gap for the enemy to come in the household. We are the custodians of our house. Um, and I want you to open your heart. I want you to open your heart and to receive this, be willing right now to just receive what the Lord is just wanting to bring to your heart, wanting to bring, let me just pray this small prayer. Lord, I pray that you open the eyes of the heart of a woman who's listening right now and later in this life. I ask my Father that you open their hearts to receive, to hear your truth. May they be willing to listen and may they be willing to obey and may they be willing to do what you ask them to do. In Jesus' name, amen. So now, um, today I just want to talk about what is not our role. So um, like I said, now what I want to bring now is that when God created Eve, like I said, He created Eve to be a helper. Now, God had a design on how He would like the this whole order to be. It's oh, I'm back on live. I had a little bit of a problem with the connection, but I am back. So let's continue. So I was saying that as a woman, we cannot do what a man was. Men are meant to do. And as men, they can do what we women can do. So television and other mainstream has told us that we as women we can do everything, and then we can do everything a man can do, and men they can do everything a woman can do, and that cannot be possible. God has created us to complement each other. So in Genesis 2:18, God says together we can, God created us together, so together we can bring or show the fullness of His nature. Like for a man, His authority, and then for us, His natural spirit, and for a man to protect, to provide, to lead, to have that steadfast um, protectiveness, of a man, and then of the Lord, and for a woman to have that unique ability to carry life, to um, to nurture the baby, to have that compassionate, to be gentle. So both that one it's a natural spirit of the Lord. So He was doing all this so together His character can be seen between a woman and a man. So we women, we're trying to keep up with wanting to be like men, and that is not what's supposed to happen. We're supposed to embrace the uniqueness that God has created us, both women and men. Instead of men shrinking, being trying to be soft, trying to not be intimidating to us, men must be that muscular. They must have that muscularity, and then a woman must be that feminine. That's how God created us. So in that, so the full image of God can be displayed here on earth. Now, with that being said, we women are working so hard to just want to be like men. I know that we are tired. I know that we are tired. I know that our strengths are not the way that God created them to be, to provide, to be the spiritual leader, to be all that God has made man. We are tired of working. We are tired of doing what they are doing because the strength that God gave us was for us to carry a baby, to nurse a baby, to grow them, to take care of them, to do that nurturing part, to train them um, as the as with the ways of the Lord, to teach them how to be godly, to be compassionate, to bring that softness in the family. That's how God created a woman. So our strength is that strength. So we cannot be the provider. We cannot be the spiritual leader. We cannot be the CEO. We cannot be everything. No. What is not our post is a man's role. So a man is working outside of the house. Today's age, it's in the office. But a woman is working in the house. I've got Bible. I would back that up for you guys later on, but I will speak about it. But right now, let's stay here. So on my message, when I was talking about what is our role, I did say that it's to be the keeper of our homes, right? So that you find it in Titus 2, 4 to 5. Now, a woman is stationed to work at home. So what does Titus 2, 4 to 5 says? It says that we must love our husbands, we must love our kids, we must be good, we must be wise, we must live pure, we must submit to our husband, and we must be that keeper of our house. So I said the other time when I was sharing on my live message, I said to be the keeper of our homes, when we stay on that position to be the keeper of our homes, we are able to do all the other things that I just mentioned now. There are 7, including the keeper of the house. So if we're doing the keeper of the home, then we are able to do all the six other things, which is to love our husband, to love our kids, to submit to our husband, to be good, to be wise, to live pure, right? So God is calling, like He gave us that power, that strength to do all this. Before anything else, let's break these things that I always hear women say, because um, when I'm saying now that we are supposed to be, we are the keeper of our homes, many people, they call women that are at home today, they call them um, like they don't call them working moms. So let me say this. Let me say it this way: the women that are working today, the women that are going to work to an office to work 9 to 5, they are being called working moms. But the women who stay at home, they are being called staying moms. But no, that is not true. The women that are staying at home and being the keeper of, of their homes and taking care of their kids and teaching their kids, because most of them they homeschooling their kids and they're doing the chores of the house, those women work the most. So they are working women as well. They're not stay at home moms. No, no, no. They are working women as well. They are working moms as well. They work the home. They work the kids. They work everything else that is needed in the house. So, and for them, actually, if we have to look at it, um, women that are working, that are, you call them stay-at-home moms, they do so much more. And in the office as a working mom, as it's a language that we're using, that you are working because you're going to a 9 to 5 job. They say that as that working mom, you are a working mom. But if you look at it, the only thing you are working, it's your brain. You are being, you using your intellect. You are intellectual in the post, the description, your work description that you do. But a woman who works at home, the keeper of the home, she does a lot. She uses her mind. She uses her spirit. She uses, like, she works physically. She uses she trains the kids. That means she's working mentally. She teaches the kids how to live right, how to be godly kids. That spiritually she does a lot, and she emotionally nurtures them as a mother. So she's actually using all her strength, everything that God has given her to pour into the home. That means now to take care of her kids, to do all the other things that is needed for her to do. So actually, the woman who is working here is the woman who is back at home and being the keeper of her home, because she is doing much work. Because right now, as we're sitting here in South Africa, I don't know where you're tuning in from. When you are in South Africa, those mothers that are working 9 to 5 in the office, they are not at home with their kids right now. There is a maid who's working, who's taking care of their kids right now, who is actually the keeper of the home right now. Again, I will explain that later, because as women, we are called to be the keeper of our homes. So our mandate is to be the keeper of our homes. But now today, we're giving another woman to be the keeper of my house. We women, we're giving other women that are strangers to be the keeper of our house. And that is dangerous, but I will get to that. So um, those women that are working at home, they are not actually stay-home moms. They are working hard moms. If we have to label them, they are working hard mothers. They are working hard women. So yeah. With that being said, I just wanted us to just fix that term that they are stay in moms. No, they are working hard moms. They are working hard moms. For those that are going to work, they're only using their brains. They are working, but they're not working hard moms. The working hard moms is the moms who are the keeper of their house. Now, let's look at the scripture, Proverbs 31. Um, Proverbs 31, we will read from 10, but we will read the whole of it. But I just want to say, to be a a keeper of your home, that does not mean that you don't bring profit into your house. Before I read the Proverbs 31 woman, I want to show you that your responsibility is still to be the, you bring some kind of a profit in the house as well, but not leaving your home. And I know I am saying all women are the keeper of our homes. But again, I just want to just elaborate, not really elaborate. I just want to mention that the moms that have small kids right now, unlike the single moms, they are the ones who need to grasp this with everything, because if you're going outside of your home and to go out there to work, you are neglecting your whole position. That's why I call it a post. You're neglecting your function as a woman, what you need to do. You're neglecting it. You're neglecting your house. You're neglecting your kids. You're neglecting your mandate, actually. So it doesn't mean that we are not, as if we're staying at home, we're not supposed to have some kind of a skill that you can use to get profits, which I believe God has gave us. He gave us the talent. So with our talent, we are able to then bring profit in the homes, like to business in the homes. So it's part of what I said I will explain to us when I was mentioning earlier that it doesn't mean that we don't get to bring money. We have gifts and talents that God gave us. So when you are at home taking care of your household, as soon as you are done, you gave the kids 2 hours, 3 hours to play outside. You can actually do the you can use your talents, whatever you can do. So many things are like in 2025, so many things, there's so many things that a woman can do. Like if you're a social media manager, in that 2 to 3 hours, you can actually do your work. In doing the work, money is coming in. You're bringing in profits, because I am aware that we are in 2025, and then many people will say, but how can a woman stay at home? No, the thing is, we like to argue with the word. The word says that we are to stay at home, because we don't trust God that gave us the word. We want um, to have it all together in our minds, to know how we supposed to 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 do it the way God is asking us to do it. But God is asking us for obedience. He only asking us for obedience. If we do what He says we must do, then we will see Him working and taking care of us, working on our behalf and showing Himself faithful, because His word, when He says His word and you obey to that word, it will not return to Him void. It will accomplish what it needs to accomplish. That means then He will take care of you as He promised. He will do everything that He promised to you. So now, Proverbs Proverbs 31. Now let's read Proverbs 31. I just want us to read from 10. Yes, let's read Proverbs 31. Let me take my Bible. Okay, Proverbs 31. From 10, it says, who can find a virtuous, capable wife? She is more precious than rubies. Her husband can trust her. She is greatly enriched. She greatly enriched his life. She brings him good, not harm, all the days of her life. She finds wool and flax and busily spin it. She is like a merchant ship bringing her food from afar. She gets up before dawn to prepare breakfast for her household, plans a day's work for her 7 girls. She goes to inspect the field and buys it. When her earnings, she goes, excuse me, she inspect a field and buys it. With her earnings, she plants a vineyard. She is energetic and strong and hard worker. She makes sure her dealings are profitable. Her lamp burns late into the night. Her hands are busy spinning thread. Her fingers twisting fiber. She extends a helping hand to the poor and opens her arms to the needy. She has no fear of winter for her household, for everything has, for everyone in the house has warm clothes. She makes her own bedspread. She dresses in fine linen and purple gowns. Her husband is well known at the city gate where he sits with other civic leaders. She makes belted linen garments and sashes to sell to the merchants. She is clothed with dignity and strength. She laughs without fear of the future. And when she speaks, her words are wise. And she gives instructions with kindness. She carefully watches everything in her household, and suffers nothing from laziness. Her children stand and bless her. Her husband praises her. There are many virtuous and capable women in the world, but you surpass them all. Charm is deceptive, and beauty does not last. But a woman who fears the Lord will be greatly praised. Reward her for all she has done. Let her deeds publicly declare her praise. Now, that's the Proverbs 31 woman. I'm reading it in the NLT. I just love the fact that this other translation says from verse 10, it says this is a noble character. It's a noble woman. Other translation says she is a capable woman. Now, verse 10 says, an excellent woman, one who is spiritual, fears the Lord, capable, capable and intelligent and virtuous. Who is he who can find her? Now I'm reading that in Amplified. It says that she is intelligent, she's spiritual because she fears the Lord, she's capable, she's intelligent, she's virtuous, and and it was the queen mother of King Lemuel who's writing from 31. Now she's saying to King Lemuel, who can find such a woman? And this woman really, even today's age, we can see, you cannot find her. When you find her, you are really blessed. If you're a man, you tuned into this channel, to this life right now. You are blessed to find her because this woman, I found her secret. I found her secret in verse 13. She fears the Lord. So a woman who fears the Lord, she is able to do everything that the Lord is asking her to do. So if you continue reading this woman, if you know, there's so much to unpack from this Proverbs 31 woman, and I promise you guys, we will get to it with other episodes as well. Others, I will not come in live, I will record. But there is so much in Proverbs 31 woman, because then in verse 27, it's got the Titus 2 mandates that I've been talking about. She carefully watches over her household. She is the one who watches over her household. She does everything in her house. She's the one who's taking care of her husband. She's the one who's taking care of her kids. She's the one who's cooking for her family. She's the one who's building up her husband. She's the one who's building up her kids. She's the one who's doing everything, because I am still saying we are stationed at work. We are the keeper of our homes. So Proverbs 31, Proverbs 31 verse 27, it shows me that Proverbs 31 woman was doing the Titus 2 mandate. Because 27, it says that she carefully watches over everything that is in her house. Right? So, like I said, I found her secret. It's in verse 30. She's able to be a Titus 2 woman. She's able to love her husband, love her kids, do good, be pure, live wisely, because she fears the Lord. She works with her hands as well. So she is a businesswoman. She brings profit to the house, like I said. She does everything with her hands. So with her, she's got many talents. And I believe with women, because God gave us that multitasking kind of um, energy, or should I say strength, we are able to do a lot of things. And I believe he does not give us one talent as a woman. We have many talents as women. So we are able to do so many things with our hands, just like the Proverbs 31 woman. I love though, I did not mention it. I love though in verse 27 in the Common English CEB, in the Common English Bible, it says, she is vigilant over the activities of her household. Vigilant means keeping careful watch for possible danger or difficulties. She is vigilant over the activities of her household. This is the Proverbs 31 woman in verse 27. And this is the mandate that I've been talking about, Titus 2, a keeper of your home. So would you say that women today living, in the morning going to their 9 to 5 jobs, leaving their kids with their maid, whoever they help out, whatever they calling the women that are helping them at home. Would you say she is keeping watch of possible danger that may come into her household? I don't think you will say that. Would you say she's keeping watch of the difficulties that the kids might have encountered at school? No, I don't think she would be watchful of that, because when she gets home, it's late in the evening. I'm sure Mani, auntie, whoever already cooked, already helped the kids with homework, already spoken to the kids if they were having issues during the day. No, if you are a working mom and you have kids and you're not at home, you are not keeping watch of what is happening in your household with your husband, with your kids, with everything that is in the house. Because many women today, um, we leave the maid to to be a Proverbs 31 woman. We leave our maid to be the Proverbs 31 woman, to do the mandate that God has called you to do. You're removing yourself from the position and bringing another woman to come in your house and take in your position. So the maids have taken over the woman's position today. Um, the maids are Titus 2, verse 4 to 5 women. They're doing the mandate of a woman today. So um, women are not taking care of their house. The maids are taking care of their husband. They're taking care of the home. They're taking care of the kids. They are saving the kids. They are making sure there's groceries in the house. The maids. They're making sure there's groceries in the house. They're loving your kids in their own way. They're building up your kids in their own way. They're training them in their own way. So this stranger that is your maid is taking over your house. Whether you like it or not, she is taking over your household. You, a woman, you don't see it, but she's stewarding your home. She's a custodian of your home. So that means this woman, she is the keeper of your home. So while she is your keeper of your home, taking care of your husband and doing all that, she is doing exactly what God has called her to do as a woman. Because the keeper of the home is for us all women. She's doing exactly what God has required from her as a woman, but with a bonus payment from you, a woman. You're just giving her a payment to just do what is she's called to do, what the Lord has called her to do, to be the keeper of her home, to be a keeper of the home, except that home is not hers. But she's just doing what God has called her to do as a woman, with a bonus payment from you and taking over your house. I know we don't talk about this much, and this has never been communicated much, but it is true that the woman, the maids in your house, whatever you call them, the term You call them, they are taking over your house. And this brings me to my point, the reason for today's message, that as we going out and we're doing the man's role, we are working outside of our homes, like we're not being who God has called us to be, which is to be the manager of our homes, to be the custodian of our homes. As we go out and work in the office, holding a position um, that is a man's position out there outside, which is in Proverbs 20, um, while we're doing that, we are not being who God has created us to be. Because if you look at verse 20, Proverbs 31, verse 23, it shows us that her husband goes out to the city gates, and he, I beg your pardon, and he sits with the elders, take a seat in the city gate. So it shows that, of course, uh, Queen Queen Mother is talking to King Lemuel. So explaining to she's explaining to him that what is a capable woman, a noble woman. So now in verse 23, the Queen Mother, is explaining to us that a man goes out, to work, to do whatever he's doing in this way. He is a king. He's a political man. He's the political leader. Of course, when you are a political leader, then you become a community leader. But I believe every man is called to do that. Every man is called to be a leader, even in the community, even in the community, even if he goes out to work, but he must be a leader in the community. So the translation for today, we can say men go out to work. So their station is outside of the home, and then our station is in the home. So the position that they get to do, I'm talking about men again, the position that they get to do is like, um, they are like a moral force for the whole community. And that's why God made sure that a man is stationed outside so he can take care of the land, everything that needs attention for the land, for the household, the community, and the land. And then us, we are stationed at home to take care of everything that we're supposed to do at home, to keep our homes. And God knew that position for a woman, now I'm back to a woman, it is best for us. I mean, for side note, every woman, if you get to go to a 9 to 5 now, if you get to go out to work outside of the home, think about it, how God has made it, has made sure that we stay at home, we work at home. I'm just talking about just a side note. We women every month we go through a menstruation period, like we go through the monthly periods where we um, have to go through our periods, and many women have um, have pain, like really they suffer in those 2 to 3 days. It's a serious pain. And in that, where used to work, they would even stay at home. They would even not come to work. So if you look at it, if we are working outside of the home at the office 3 days every month, we're not at work, we are not being productive. We are not even being productive at work. So for me, I can see why God had to make us to work at home, to do the things that we are supposed to do as women. I get it. I get it why God will do that. That we must now be at home and nest ourselves and and take care of our husband, build our husband, build our kids, and do all the other things at work and have businesses, bring profit into the house. We can do all these things while we are at home in the comfort of our home. He knew all of these things that we women go through, and again when we get babies, small babies, he knows that we must nurture them. We must be the ones who stay in with them, not take them to a daycare center, not all of those things. No, take care of our kids ourselves at home. It is not. It is not our post for us to leave the home. We are neglecting the very position that God gave us. So we need to take care of our own households ourselves. And we know that when we leave our post, we go out there and do all the other things. We can see today, South Africa is a proof that when women leave their post, things fall apart. Things are in chaos today. Mm, Children are the way they are today. They are disrespectful. They throw themselves in substance abuse, in all these other things because we have left our post. We left them to do whatever they want to do. We left them with women that are not their mothers that will nurture them, even though every woman can nurture any child. But if it's not your child, you will not nurture them the same. You will not grow them the same. They need your bond. They need your love as a woman to take care of them, to do all the other things. Now, God has made that, He has made it that way that we, the best mother of the child, we are supposed to take care of them. You know, we supposed to take care of them. Careers are a man-made system. And that's why many of the women today, they've fallen to that deception of the enemy, that careers came out and we were supposed to go out and leave our mandate, leave our position, which is to be the keeper of our home, and go out there because he knew that when we leave our post, he's coming in our house and he's creating chaos in our house. He knew that God loves the family and he's going to come after the family. God wants godly kids from us, like our legacy as Christian women is our godly, it's to raise our kids in the godly, in God's ways so they can be godly. So we must, like if we're living an inheritance as Christians families, we are living a legacy of godly children. So they can be arrows. Psalm 127 says that well, they can be arrows and they can distinguish the darkness here on earth. So we must just get back to our post. What is not our post? It is us going outside and chasing after money, chasing after our careers, chasing after our plans. We are not supposed to do that. Like I said, careers are a man-made system to keep us from living in the fullness of what God has created or has intended for us, women. And but talents and gifts, God used them to work for us. He created them for them to bring profit to us, for us to use them so we can make profit, we can get wealth. Our position is to be the keeper of our homes, not to go out there and be the keeper of the office or be in position as a CEO, as a career, whatever that you have. And I'm sure you work hard to get it. But I pray that you would hear this message and you would know that the Lord is asking you to be the keeper of your home. Just submit, be obedient to what God says, and check if He will not do what He says He will do. It's in Job 22, 21 to 30. I will read to you next time. I don't know if I'm coming in the live or I'm doing a recording. My next message, I believe, I will be talking about that promise that God is giving us if we obey, if we lay down our plans and we do what He's calling us to do, and we do what He created us to be, for us to go back to that alignment of His order for us, what He designed for us as women to do here on earth. So yeah, that's it. That's what I have for today and for everybody. I saw your messages. I just did not want to come out of um, um, the message. I saw your messages and thank you for tuning in and thank you for everything. And I pray that God speaks to your heart and I pray that you be obedient. And I pray that in everything you get to be the keeper of your house. You get to obey God and you get to do what He's calling you to do. So, yes, comment. I will leave my email down below so you can send me an email if you like to. But become a subscriber so you don't miss any of these live messages or recordings that I will be recording so you don't miss anything.